What's up, guys? This is Scott Lowe, Executive Editor of IGN Tech. I wanted to give you a rundown of the new iPhone 4S and how it compares to the iPhone 4. So on my left hand, I've got the iPhone 4S, and on my right, I've got the original iPhone 4. As you can see, visually very similar. They say there's like a 4-gram difference in weight. You really can't feel it. Size-wise, it's really hard to tell, but they are practically identical. So yeah, but let's get into some of the nitty-gritty, which is, of course, what's inside of the device. So we're going to run you through a few games. We're going to do some speed tests. Let's check it out. So first up, we're going to do a little Geekbench benchmarking here. On the left, again, you have the iPhone 4S, and on the right, you have the iPhone 4. So let's go ahead and get them started. So here you see the phone information. You see information about the processor and all that. Of course, the 4S is a dual core. The original iPhone 4 is a single core. So let's go ahead and get these benchmarks started. So already on the left, you can see that the iPhone 4S is moving along a lot faster in terms of the benchmarking, but this process takes a few minutes, so we're going to go ahead and let it run. So as you can see here, the iPhone 4S is about twice as fast as the iPhone 4 in terms of the score here. So again, a pretty substantial speed bump. But these are just numbers, of course, so what really boils down to is how it runs in apps and games. So we're going to back out here. We're going to go into one of the more elaborate games for the iPhone, which of course is real racing. So in terms of loading, again, they're about on par right now. Let's see if so you can see on the left the graphics are already revving up, and the video started because the loading was faster. Compared to the Geekbench, it's not quite as double as fast. It was kind of neck and neck there for a little bit. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, in terms of graphical comparison, the two are on par, but then again, there aren't a lot of games really optimized and really kind of maximized for iPhone 4S's new graphics processor. So, but in terms of speed of loading the apps, pretty solid. The next big thing about the 4S is its, basically the wireless connectivity. Apple says they've solved the antenna problem by having an additional antenna which can generate twice as fast networking speeds. So again, we're both on AT&T here, and we're going to go ahead and run the speedtest.net app. And 1, 2, 3. So again, same network, so that we're not switching carriers, and theoretically the iPhone 4S will be faster. So as you can see, the differences, at least in our region, which is San Francisco, it's a condensed kind of urban area, so there's a lot of network traffic. So the difference isn't that large on the iPhone 4S, but that isn't to say that it wouldn't be different in other regions. So it's very contextual, but there is a slight bump on the iPhone 4S. But of course, the next major feature is the new camera in the iPhone 4S. It now has an 8-megapixel camera as compared to the iPhone 4's 5-megapixel camera. It has a new CMOS sensor to create better lighting and colors. So we're going to go ahead and give those a test. So first up, we're going to take a photo using the iPhone 4 of my friend Venom here. Then we're going to give the iPhone 4S a whirl, see how it comes out. So as you can see, comparing the two photos, the iPhone 4S has a little better white balance, some added detail when you zoom in close, and overall just a better sense of color, a lot more naturalistic. So now we're going to show a little bit of the video differences. So I'm going to go ahead and take a video here of our producer Nick. On the right, again, you can see the colors are a little more natural, a lot of the highlights aren't as blown out, and in general, the level of detail is a little higher. Obviously, in a compressed streaming video, you can't really tell the difference in terms of that kind of detail, but when you're recording and you're comparing footage on your computer, there is a clear difference for sure. So there you have it, the iPhone 4S and how it compares to the iPhone 4. We'll be doing a full review, so stay tuned to IGN.com.